Good morning and welcome back to Insurance 101. I want to first start off by apologizing for not having on any makeup, not being able to comb my hair this morning. It is 5:21 in the morning and I need to make sure that I go and get my workout in before my house starts jumping. For a lot of us here in the state of New York, most kids are going back to school today. So this should be very, very fun. I saw a meme where my girlfriend posted that said everybody's getting out of her house today. And then I looked and she had a picture of a dog with a backpack on and fully dressed. And even he's getting out of her house today, she said. So I thought that was pretty funny and cute. So everyone knows that I normally do auto insurance, homeowners insurance, personal articles floaters. And again, personal article floaters are, I want to say, those particular policies which would cover your jewelry, fine arts, stamps, collections. Some people do collect gold coins and things of that nature. Or they have like a money collection where they collect money from all over the world. So that would fall underneath your personal articles floater. But this morning, what I wanted to actually go over were a couple of things in regards to health insurance. As you can see, I'm actually wearing a t-shirt and it says "Your Body, Your Mind, Our Mission." This actually happens to be my younger sister's clothing line. So the two of us have actually made a conscious decision because everyone in our family is approximately 300 pounds and over. I lost my twin sister this year on June 3rd from complications just from her being in the hospital. And that's how I'm ending up with three wonderful, amazing children, even though the 17-year-old tells me I'm not his mama. That's quite all right because that statement made me feel like what? Just like a mother. So meaning that I must be doing something right. Again, so I just wanted to go over some things that would be covered underneath your health insurance that most people don't even realize that are covered. So I've actually lost a considerable amount of weight myself. I went from, and I'll give you my previous weight, I went from being over 260 pounds to now less than 200 pounds. And I'm not going to tell you the exact weight, but I'm less than 2. So I was able to lose a considerable amount of weight. And a lot of people say that they cannot afford to go to the gym. Well, I beg to differ. You cannot afford not to go to the gym or not to be healthy, because especially if you have children, you need to be around for those children. But believe it or not, your health insurance company would actually pay a portion of your gym membership. So I know I actually have Oxford. So what I normally do is, and they pay me $200, I want to say every 6 months, so twice a year, in order to go to the gym. So what I do is I go ahead and I pay my membership and lay out that money. And then as long as I go 3 times a week to the gym, but of course check with your insurance carrier. As long as I go 3 times a week to the gym and I exercise and I do what I have to do, then I will actually get reimbursed directly from Oxford. So I've gotten several checks in the mail in order just to make sure that I stay healthy. A lot of people don't even realize, let's say for example, I needed to go to sit down and talk to someone, which I like to call it a talk doctor. People like to call it your psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, whatever it is. I know that the psychiatrist, if I'm not mistaken, is the one who prescribes the medicine, and the psychologist, if I'm not mistaken, is the one who we call my talk doctor. So, of course, going through these things, losing my sister, I needed someone to sit down and talk to, because sometimes friends are great, but friends don't listen. And everybody's just wrapped up into their own problems. And sometimes you don't want to divulge all your business to, your friends. You just don't. And sometimes you're always that person that they come to. So you feel very strange going to them about anything. So in reference to a therapist, your health insurance would actually cover going down, sitting down, talking to a therapist. Also, there are certain laboratory services that would be covered as well. I want to say rehabilitation services, and rehabilitation services, and sometimes even the devices that you would need in order to be rehabilitated are covered. I know when I had gotten into an accident, here it is, I needed to have, now when you're usually in a car accident, your health insurance does not usually pay for car accidents. They would actually be secondary. The car insurance would be primary. However, I had several surgeries on my rotator cuff and it wasn't really going right. So I did need to have a rehabilitation machine come in, and they brought this machine into my house, which I sat in this chair, and it basically lifted my arm, brought my arm down, so on and so forth. But they actually did pay for that. Also, I noticed that certain, not all health insurance companies, but this is, again, that's why I say you need to check with your health insurance carrier. Some health insurance carriers will actually pay for massage therapy. Now, I know during this course of the time when my arm needed to be rehabilitated, they did ask me to come in for therapy, but I am one of those people, do not touch me. I do not want to be massaged. I will be one with my lumps, which I call them my stress lumps. So do not touch me. I will be fine with them. If I don't know you, I do not want your hands on me. And this could be another reason probably why I've been single for the last 9 years. But also I'm single because I'm not putting up with the BS. But we're going to go back to the segment that I started and not go back on bashing what the issues are these days with men not being real men. Anywho, so also I wanted you to know they cover, certain insurance companies will cover acupuncture. Now, I've had it where if your health insurance doesn't cover the acupuncture, you might have to ask if your company has like an infinity program with their job. And if it's covered underneath that infinity program, that would be your back door in. So I know that acupuncture, as far as when it came to me, for the same exact situation, I want to say my shoulder, my health insurance, my car insurance had paid out every single thing. Excuse me, I'm making my coffee because I feel myself that I need to get awake, and I hear people stirring in the background, so meaning everybody's going to be up trying to get ready for school soon. But so in reference to the acupuncture, I know that, that since I didn't do massage therapy, that was one of the things that they did cover. So your health insurance actually will cover a whole heap of things. You just need to go out there and ask them to see if it is covered. In the words of my mother, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So it's one of those things, if you're scared to ask, don't be. What's the worst that they're going to tell you? No, that's not covered. Or you'll say to them, I'm just curious about such and such. Do you know if there's any way that could be supplemented through my health insurance, wherein you might have to pay a portion and then they would pay the other portion. So I want to say thank you once again for listening. And there goes my alarm telling me it's 5:30 in the morning. I want to say thank you so much again for listening and joining me at Insurance 101 by Trusted Capital. I want everyone to have a great day. And again, for those people that are starting back to school today, make it an amazing school year. And for those parents that are going to be lugging around kids to different activities, soccer practice, things of that nature, you definitely might want to go and see before all of that starts, if any type of massage therapy is covered underneath your health insurance, and also that acupuncture, because you are going to need it. So thank you so much. Don't forget that if you have any questions, just drop a comment below. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel and press that little bell for notifications. So thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and thank you once again for watching Insurance 101 by Trusted Capital.